Hello, everyone. Let's see what we got today. Let's see right here. It says an obesity-free future is fatphobic and part of a larger agenda, says professor. Then people everywhere are outraged. I, I don't think then people are outraged. I mean, the only ones who really suffer because of fat people are fat people. So, uh, what is this now? Fadi Shanoda, an associate professor at Carleton University specializing in fat studies, didn't know that was a thing, argues that aiming for an obese-free future is inherently fat-phobic. Fat phobia is not a thing. No one's afraid of your calorie intake, and part of a larger agenda that targets and stigmatizes overweight individuals. Oh my God. As an advocate for critical disability studies, he draws on, oh, that's a he? Okay. He draws on feminist new materialism to explore the connections between various fields, including fat studies, colonialism, racism, queer, and transphobia. What university is paying this individual? Because that's just insanity. Fat phobia. In recent article published in the Conservation, Shanoda criticizes the notion of addressing obesity as a public health issue. It is a public health issue, citing that this conversation often overlooks the complexity of body diversity and perpetuates fat phobia. Eliminating obesity does not change diversity of the human body. People are still going to look different. What kind of obesity is associated with serious health issues? According to data from the National Institutes of Health, obesity is associated with a range of serious health issues, including type 2 diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and various types of cancer. That's all bad. None of them is mild. That's all bad. That's not something you like. People have made serious issues out of less. That's crazy. Wow, those people are wide. Many adults are obese. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. It's harder to be obese as a child, but with the sedentary lifestyles of Americans, it's achieved. But when you become an adult, it becomes way easier to get fat and harder to lose the weight. Hence, many adults are obese. You have more time being that way, and you're less likely to change. So yeah. In Canada, approximately 26% of adults are classified as obese. That's pretty low. While the rates are even higher in the United States, with over 42% of adults. Over 42%. And that's obese. That's not just fat. Yeah. Let's see here. All right. What is with this mustache? He acknowledged the risk. While acknowledging the health risk associated with being overweight or obese, including an increased risk of chronic diseases, very serious diseases, Shanoda believes that the focus on reducing obesity is rooted in negative judgments about people's bodies. No, I'm positive they're fat. Not a negative judgment. Very positive they're fat. And it should be a positive thing to encourage people to lose weight. Is someone's feelings more important than their health? Elimination of fat bodies. Shanoda said if that was him, he's fat. Shanula said the latest wonder drug was invented to help diabetics regulate blood glucose levels, but has the notable side effect of severe weight loss. It has been heralded by many to culminate in the elimination of fat bodies. The fat phobia that under undergird such a proclamation isn't new. That's insane. There's a reason that there's so many weight loss drugs and all this stuff. That the reason that they become so popular is because fat people don't want to be fat. They just love eating and they don't want to exercise. And a consequence of that is that they get fat and then they make excuses like they want it to be like that all the whole time. No, they don't. They want their clothes to be cheaper. They want it to be easier to move around. They want to be more attractive. They want all the positive stuff that comes along with not being fat, but they're fat now and they're making excuses. Okay. Shinoda argues that an obesity-free future perpetuate fat shaming and so-called obesity epidemic was steeped in fat hatred. Did this man study anything? He's just saying things. He's just like, oh, this is just because they want to make us feel bad. Like, what? Did he do any sort of studies, or does he have any sort of educated information that he can put forward? Because any idiot can say that, what he's saying. He lamented how the effectiveness of obesity treatments could eliminate fat activism and the fat liberation movement. Fat people are pretty free. I think the last thing people would want to do is allow people to get fat, but they do because they have freedom. They get fat because they're free to do that. The wonder pill is harmful. He contends that the elevated discourse around Ozempic's potential to address obesity takes commonplace fat shaming to new heights, potentially further marginalizing and stigmatizing those who are overweight. So because the drug causes people to lose weight, it's harmful because the people that voluntarily choose to use it, I don't know, man. This guy's not making any sense to me. It is not a cure. Of course, it's not a cure. People could still just eat themselves back into fatness. Ozempic could drop one from the requisite weight associated with the danger zones of obesity or morbid obesity, yet in a world marked by scientific uncertainty, the promise of a cure as a magic elixir is the ultimate expression of science vanquishing the bad enemy. I mean, I guess it's not a cure. It depends on how fast it causes you to lose weight, because then that can be very harmful. Who's this? Criticisms. Shinoda's perspective on this issue has ignited criticism and debate, particularly from those who emphasize the importance of public health interventions to address obesity-related health concerns. Why would this spark a debate? This sounds like something you can easily ignore. Like, this person is not right in the head. I mean, I guess because he's a professor, you have to listen to him, but a lot of professors are dumb. They might know how to read the book and give you tests on it, but they're dumb as hell. Several social media users expressed their thoughts on the incident. One user wrote, "If it is someone's choice to be obese, that is fine. Not healthy, but fine." It's not fine at all. It's really not. It's really not fine. Because, all right, everyone should be fat phobic. That's not a thing. Fat phobia is not a thing. Phobia is the fear of. No one's afraid of fat people. Freaking fat people's hearts are afraid of them. Your heart is fat phobic. If you're fat, your heart is fat phobic. It's terrified of all the work it has to do. Another user commented, "Everyone should be fat phobic. Being fat is extremely detrimental to anyone's health. I think you would see a change in attitudes if Americans had to pay for health insurance the same way car or license insurance is paid for." Yeah, I mean, a lot of the healthcare system is going to be clogged up with these people dealing with perfectly curable issues, and hospitals have limited room for people, and there could be other people with emergencies, and that could need that kind of healthcare. But people are going to be fat. You know what you going to do? Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem with people being fat is that it can be your family members, man, and you're not going to have as much time with them as you would like. They're not going to be as healthy as you'd like. They're not going to be able to do as many things as they would like to do, and it's also very depressing. It ruins their body image. It ruins their energy levels. Like a lot of them are just going to be depressed and miserable and hating life and taking it out on either themselves or other people. Uh, Gen Z is lonely. I guess that's the end of it. Anyways, uh, yeah, I don't know why this professor felt the need to write this, because his expertise in no way affected his opinion. He just like went, oh, this is an attack on me being fat because people are losing weight. It's just any idiot could have said that. So until next time.